Okay, so here's day one of my purge style. Sure, I got all fresh fruit. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what I've done. This is day one of week one of the 6-week challenge. As you can see, this is all the stuff I removed out of our pantry. So a lot of canned foods, chicken broth, and sugary items, and noodles, and a lot of chips, a lot of sugary stuff. I'm not gonna throw some of this away because some of this we use for like making cakes and stuff for birthday parties, and so I'm not gonna get rid of it all. I'm just gonna put it in a place that I don't see it every day, probably in the laundry room or in one of those cabinets. So here's a little bit. This is our vitamin cabinet, and I just put stuff that we want to limit but are still okay. I put those things at the top. Got my cashews and my almonds and my honey and some more nuts and seeds in there. And then this is what the pantry looks like now. So if you notice, all the yummy stuff is on the bottom shelf. That's mainly for the kids, so they can go in and grab it, or they can have cereal for breakfast. And then here is my, if you're gonna do popcorn, I recommend doing the whole kernel and making yourself on a pot. It's really simple. It's 1/3 cup kernels and 3 tablespoons coconut oil and salt to taste. And you put it on the stove and shake. So I try to limit the amount of canned foods I have when I'm doing this type of purge. One exception that I typically make is beans. Beans are really hard to see. If you notice, I have dried beans here, but beans take a really long time. You have to soak them for 8 hours overnight before you even cook them, and then when you cook them, it takes a really long time. So in a pinch, I will still use canned beans, even though the dried beans are the healthiest. And then I've got the chia seeds back here. I've got some quinoa. This is a great sugar alternative, sugar replacement. It's called Swerve. For anybody who is diabetic, this is very friendly. See how it says diabetes friendly? Tastes just like sugar, easy to digest, not so bad for your teeth. Bakes just like sugar, non-glycemic, gluten-free, and you can measure it just like sugar. And then there's also the, this one is confectioner's sugar version. And then I use coconut palm sugar. I have yet to try this keto. I didn't get it for the keto part, but I got it because it had really great ingredients in it. And then keep some hot sauce in there, dill pickles, and then my canned coconut milk, peanut butters, nut butters, almond butter. I just recently purchased this protein powder. I haven't tried it yet. And then here's all of our dried fruit. This is a really great egg replacer by Bob's Red Mill. And it just uses potato starch, tapioca flour, baking soda, and psyllium husk. Okay. And then here's all of our spices, and then our bulk items over here. And then here's our oils. As you see, I got rid of the vegetable oil that was in there, but this is our teas. And here's our coconut oils. Oops, a little can of coconut milk slipped in there. And those are relatively safe. I put a sesame oil up there. So this is the fridge I have now. See, all that stuff is going to get thrown out. Got purple cabbage, green beans, carrots, beets, red chard, a cucumber, some rainbow carrots, polenta, cauliflower, carrots, hummus. This is grandma's stuff, my mom's stuff. So the eggs are for the kids, my mom's coconut milk yogurts, some salsa from Mexican food last night. And then we've got mom's coconut milk, the kids' coconut milk, and I usually try to get it unsweetened coconut milk, or almond milk, I should say, excuse me. And then pure maple syrup. So if you look at the ingredients, organic maple syrup, and it reminds you, it says refrigerate after opening. Some tamari, some gluten-free soy sauce, mayonnaise, dill relish, mustard, and I think I have some Dijon in there. Yep. And then I found this today, the vegan butter. I'll let you know how I feel about it. It had pretty good ingredients. This is going to be my cheat snack. And then these bottom layers are the things that we're kind of reserving as unhealthy, or not necessarily unhealthy, just not going to be part of our whole food plant-based style. So I leave the jams for the kids, ginger ale in case somebody gets sick, lard I use a lot in baking, and butters I use a lot in baking. We had a lot of butter and lard left over from the holidays that can be used. You know, we got birthdays coming up and stuff, but don't want to necessarily throw them away. And then there's some sandwich meat for the kids and their hot dogs if they want them, or I should say their brats, a little bit of yogurt. These probiotic drinks I do like to drink every once in a while, but I try not to make it a habit. And then these are kombuchas right here, but there's caffeine in them, so I try to drink very little, try to drink only half at a time. And then there's cheese in here for the kids and salami for the kids. So this is kind of the most of the haul in the fridge. Notice how I don't have a giant fridge full of vegetables because we literally just won't go through that much. Those are pineapples, pineapple rings. Just a little explanation. One of the yes, hang on, baby. One of the ingredients was black mustard seeds. I like to find it's yellow, so I'm just Isaiah, hang on, buddy. Hang on. Yes, in a little bit. I got a pomelo in here. Got some no sugar added. Dried mango. Herbs, fresh herbs are really important. Rosemary. I think I got some thyme. Bananas for the kids and grandma. They like bananas. I got these in bulk. These are raw almonds and raw cashews. I use the raw almonds for, I'm in the middle of something, just wait please. Stop. I use the raw almonds for almond milk, and then the raw cashews I use to make a cashew macadamia nut butter. So I roast the cashews myself. Then I got some coconut milk here, and one of the least ingredients. Wagon is a thickening agent. Stop. And I got some apples, some sweet yellow onions, some Idaho potatoes. They didn't have any Ezekiel bread where I went to, so I got this is the closest one. This one says non-GMO, no high fructose corn syrup, friendly. This one's no eggs, no GMO, nut-free facility, no animal products, no high fructose corn syrup. So the first ingredient is sprouted grains. I don't really like to buy something that says enriched unbleached flour right away, but this is mainly for the kids and their sandwiches, and if we're feeling frisky. And then lemons right here. Then these are dried peaches. I found these in bulk at Winco. Spaghetti squash, fine ripened tomatoes, fresh ginger. I highly recommend if you don't like hot water by itself, then just boil off some extra fresh ginger, chop it up, and boil it in the stove. Fresh lemons. That's kind of the haul. These are spring roll wraps to make make fresh spring rolls. If you look at the ingredients, rice flour, tapioca flour, salt, and water. Very simple. And then we're gonna put those there. So as you can see, I've gotten rid of quite a bit, or I've gotten rid of quite a bit of temptations. And this is helpful for anybody who is a visual person, anybody who's like, they call it the seafood diet. When you see food, you eat it. This is very helpful step. Again, try not to think about it as throwing your food away or giving it away yet. Just hang on to what you can for now, for the next 6 weeks, and then see how it tastes in 6 weeks, because you'll notice that your taste buds will change on this eating style. You'll notice that the more fresh your food is, the more horrible processed food is going to start to taste. And this is a long-term benefit to eating this style. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments.